Hey everybody, it's Anthony Conklin. Welcome back to the vlog. I'm going to talk to you today about the 5 critical steps you need to take to crush your Q4. Now, I know this is the middle of October and you're probably in the throes of trying to get things done for Q4, but let me give you 5 tips that are going to help you get to that number, okay? I've actually taken some notes here because I don't want to forget anything. So why is the fourth quarter so important? Well, it's really buyers are trained to reach out to salespeople around the fourth quarter because they are more likely to give discounts and more likely to give you some freebies and some giveaways. So buyers are trained that way. The second reason is that buyers are conditioned to get things done in the fourth quarter because it's either use it or they're going to lose it. If they don't spend the money, they're going to lose it, for next year. And then the next thing is there could be some changing conditions going into 2019. So why not take advantage of the money that's already there right now? So let me get into the 5 points here today, guys. So point number 1 is I want you to set a target. Setting a target really means set something that's set a target that's crystal clear about where you want to get to. So if I know I have to close $100,000 this quarter, what's it going to take for me to close $100,000? How many appointments do I need? How many calls do I need to make? How many social media outreaches? How many text messages? How many in-person meetings do I have to schedule? Those all factor into really setting a realistic target. Now, if you're trying to do $1 million in the quarter, it's not realistic, but if you can set a target of 200 or 300,000 and you land at 100, at least you'll hit your number. So that's step number 1. Step number 2 is I need you to take a look at your calendar. Like my calendar is typically filled. There are times in the week where I carve out some white space where, I'll go to the gym, I will have some personal downtime, but for the most part, my calendar is filled with meetings, calls, in-person, blogging, vlogging, all the value that I give to you, my viewers, and to my customers. So you got to take a look at your calendar, make sure that your calendar is completely filled up. Also, just remember to, in November this year, the last day of November is on a Friday. Fridays are good days to close deals. Okay, let's get to number 3. Number 3 is look at your pipeline, and I want you to carve out either your top 25 or your top 50 opportunities. Now, if you're in a high volume, low margin business, you might have 200 opportunities. Or if you're in a high ticket sale environment, you may only have 10. But I want you to try to pick 25 to 50 and really take a look at that pipeline and ask yourself, which deals can I really get closed? Which ones do I have to spend more time with? Do I have to have another meeting with them? Do I have to add more information? Do I have to give them some guidance? Typically a customer is going to come back and say, hey, listen, I need some more time, or I want to get more quotes. And they just don't want to give you an answer because they don't want to feel, they're uncomfortable with giving you an answer because of 2 reasons. 1, they need more guidance, and 2, they need more data. So just make sure that you set your pipeline up, set your opportunities up with the top 50 deals you can close in the fourth quarter. Next one is I want you to send out an email and I want you to put in the subject line saying, hey, where did you go? So of those top 50 that you haven't heard from, put in the subject line saying, hey, where did you go? Hey, I'm sorry we haven't had a chance to connect. I've been so busy with other customers trying to get deals done for the fourth quarter. You are absolutely on my radar, but I haven't heard from you. Where did you go? And I'll be more than happy to send you guys an email template that I've used that had pretty high success rate, probably around 90-95% people have opened it up and actually responded to it. And remember, the money is absolutely in the follow-up. Okay, let's go to step number 5. Step number 5 is pretty straight to the point. It's call me, right? Pick up the phone, leave a voice message or leave a text message and say, call me. I was trying to get a contractor on the phone who's doing some stuff at my house, and I hadn't heard from him, and he was going back and forth and going to my house and trying to get a time set up. And I said, listen, Gabriel, call me. I texted him, he called me right away. And it's amazing when you're that direct and that brief that someone's gonna call you. So here's what I want you to do, 2 things. I want you to try texting them saying, call me, and then call them and leave a voicemail and say, call me. 90% of voicemails that are left for prospects will absolutely be listened to, and most of the time, they're gonna get back to you. So guys, those are the 5 tips that you can use to help your crush Q4. I want you to think about them, go over them again. If you want access to the email, I'm gonna leave a little link here on YouTube so you can get a link to the actual email. And if you're ready to sit down and have a consultation, I'd love to talk to you. I wanna be of service. Let me know how I can help you crush your fourth quarter. And you'll be helping me by giving me a call so I can add value to your lives and help you get things done for the fourth quarter. Have yourself a great day, and we'll see you next time.